You'll stay up till this dump shines like the top of the Chrysler Building.
It's the hard knock life for us. It's the hard knock life for us.
We're here with Patty Wilcox, the choreographer for Annie. It's a show we all know and love. So tell me how you approach this, putting a new spin on a classic show like Annie.
Well, I wasn't that familiar with the show. So my approach is to start from the beginning because I don't really have a background with the show. And I always go back to the source material, which is the book and the music, because the music and the book are what are inspire you to tell the story and to tell it in a musical kind of way.
I would imagine that's going to bring an entirely new viewpoint if you don't have in your mind choreography that maybe you'd seen along the way. So how does the process work? How did you start and get this all together?
What I basically do is I start with the book and the music, and I create a blueprint. So I go through almost a storyboard of sorts and figure out where I want the storytelling to happen within the context of the song. And then I get on my feet by myself. And then I get into a studio, and in this particular case, I brought in a couple of friends and tried some material on them and just wanted to see what it would look like.
The last time Cincinnati audiences saw your choreography, it was Motown choreography.
Yes.
This is quite a switch, I would imagine. Yes.
Just a bit.
So tell me, what it is tackling something so completely divergent as Motown and now to Annie.
Well, I think style. I think what it is you capture the style of what that movement is. So this is set in the Depression, so it lends a sensibility to it, but also I want to make it timeless. And Motown was this event. Motown is a style, and all the groups were different stylistically. So for me, it's less about steps and more about capturing the essence of the period and the time and the book and the music.
The director you're working with, Jen Thompson, was in Annie as a kid. So she, unlike you, has a great deal of history with this show. So what was that like working with her?
We've done quite a few other shows together, but we just started on this show a bit ago. And I think what's interesting is the juxtaposition of her really knowing the show and me not, and how we meld those worlds together.
One of the things we know about Annie, though, is that it involves children and a dog. That old adage, don't work with children and animals, is out the window with this one. What is it like, though, choreographing for and with children?
I love it.
Really?
I do. I love it because they're so resilient and they come in so open and ready to receive the material. And sometimes you change something and they're like, okay. And it's just, it's a joyfulness and an acceptance, which I really love.
Do you have a favorite moment in the show?
Not yet, because I'm still going through it and I'm still discovering what I don't know where it is yet. And I also think sometimes my moments change because I'm working on something and I have to fall in love with that moment and then I go to the next thing. So I'll have to let you know that answer.
It sounds like you're resilient just like the kids, right? You just keep changing, right? So what do you want Cincinnati audiences and audiences across the country to come away with after seeing this version of Annie?
Well, one of the things that I have discovered already is the sense of hopefulness, which I think is so wonderful to find in a show. And I hope that people leave with that kind of sensibility and care. It's hopefulness and care for each other.